Welcome to Music Outlook LA, the podcast which highlights the independent artist, whether they are a musician, vocalist, actor, actress, live audio or in-studio engineer, or a videographer, photographer. I'm your host, Will Kimsey. Each episode, we'll look at the gigs of the independent artists, from the venues we play to how we set up and break down, the gear we use and why we use it, and the info we hope you'll find useful as we all make our way in the entertainment industry. Music Outlook LA is brought to you by Kim Z Entertainment LLC. Go to kim-zentertainment.com to find out what they're doing for the independent artist. Kim Z Entertainment LLC. Independent entertainment done independently. My guest today is Glenda Benevides. She is a high-octane, Grammy-nominated artist who's mastered the rare art of bridging the raw power of rock with the deep, rhythmic heart of soul. Y'all know I love my R&B and soul. Known for her soul rock signature sound, she brings a gritty authenticity to the stage that has earned her a dedicated global following and critical acclaim on the highest levels. Glenda doesn't just sing, she channels a lifetime of passion into every note, creating a musical experience that is as electrifying as it is profound. Beyond the music, she's a conscious content creator and a tireless advocate for global change, using her unmistakable voice to inspire a better world. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the goddess, Glenda Benevides. Welcome to Music Outlook LA, Glenda. And before we go any further and we get on with this, I want to send a shout out to your publicist, Mickey Mickelson at Creative Edge Publicity. He was the one who hooked me up with you, and I do appreciate everybody and anybody. Music Outlook LA, we look at the indie artists no matter what part of the industry they're in. So, Glenda, welcome.
Thank you, Will. It's so good to be here.
All right. Just to make another quick programming note, the nomination Glenda holds for the 2025 Grammys is from an album known as The Fury by an artist named Antonio Veragas.
Yes.
And he was nominated for the Best Contemporary Blues Album.
Yep.
I like that word album because it takes me back to the days of vinyl.
Yeah.
I don't know what they want to call it nowadays, but album still works.
Singles.
Well, we will just go on by there. But I am glad to see you. And how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you. 2026 is off to a really good start this year.
Good.
Yep.
I am glad to hear it. So Speaking of good starts, since the show is about gigs, gear, and info, we're just going to jump right into it and talk about the gigs, past, present, and future.
Yeah.
So, Glenda, you have performed everywhere.
Yeah.
From Edinburgh, the Rock and Blues Festival, to
Yep.
private gala in South Africa for a delegation at the Cannes Film Festival. So, if we look back at those international stages, which I'm sure were very high energy, is there any one gig that stands out to you that made you feel the most connected with the audience?
I'm really fortunate. I think that anytime I have the opportunity to share my gift, it's glorious. There's always something that stands out amazing. The South African Film Festival one, that was kind of a little story with that. A really good friend of mine in Los Angeles, fabulous sax player, Rashid Bahati. He said, "Oh, Glenn, I need to have you. You got to come to this event. I want you to perform." Blah blah blah. So I said, "Okay, yeah, let's do this." So I did, and it was at this castle in the South France and up in the mountains. I think probably Cannes, Nice, right up in there. I don't know the name of the town, but anyway, it was amazing. And I'm on stage. I get done singing. I get off stage, and Richard Gant is there. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's an actor, an American actor, and I was like, oh my God, I know that face. So anyway, Richard and I kind of connected. It was really fun connecting, talking. And then no kidding, like 8 years later, I'm at the AOF Film Festival in Los Angeles. I won for, it's been a minute. It was like best new song for creation for this short film, right? From When My Songs Change. And so they asked me to perform. And so I thought, okay, that sounds fabulous. You know me, I'm ready to go. So I'm up there, I sing, I get down off stage, and guess who's sitting in the front row?
Richard.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
It's like, oh my God. And I go, Richard. And he goes, Glenda, you remembered me. It was really awesome. He's such a nice man.
Yeah. For those that don't know, don't mean to cut you off, but for those that don't know, Richard Gant, Rocky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. The one with Tommy Morrison, he played Tommy's manager. Kind of a Don King looking guy. Richard's a big guy. You can't miss him. You can't miss him. He's 6 foot plus.
Yep.
And
his face is very recognizable.
Yeah. So go to Rocky 5. Look up the Don King like manager, the big brother. That's Richard Grant.
Yep.
Yep. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, him.
Yeah, Richard Gant. He's such a nice man. Yep. That was so weird though, that whole here I am again. Here he is again. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So since I can tell that one stuck out. Yeah. And that, I'm sure seeing him, you were just like on cloud nine, us musicians. I'm a keyboard player.
Okay. Yeah.
We get into this vibe, folks. That's just like, it's similar, I guess, to feeling the Holy Spirit in the church.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're just like up there.
Yep.
And for me, when I take a solo and I hit that, and I hit certain notes against certain chords, and I'm like, they have to nudge me. Well, we got to get out of the solo. It's only supposed to be 16 bars. You're going 47.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to bring it back down. So that's the kind of high we're talking about in being connected with your audience.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Goddess.
Yes.
What's currently going on your schedule? And where can we see you? Where can we catch you? And I'm going to tell you before you answer that.
Yeah.
You had me with Cruel Intentions.
Oh.
That was the first song that I heard after Mickey told me about you.
Yeah.
And the reason why, being a keyboard player, R&B, funk, jazz, I went to Berkeley in Boston.
Okay. Wow.
And
hot.
Your band that backed you reminds me of Kim's band. Especially from Love Calls and Share My Life.
Yeah. Okay.
And I heard those chord changes. I was like,
yeah. Those were okay. So I wrote the song. I at that time I had a manager. He used to wasn't a very good manager. It was horrible. That part was horrible. But he knew all the players in LA, session players. And they came together and we recorded that track, and that track is beautiful. And they're all like the bass player played with Prince, and you know what I mean? It was just like amazing, hot, gorgeous music, like out the gate. Like they were playing live in the studio, It was just like, whew. Yeah, that's heaven for us artists, as musicians, is to be able to play with each other and to play live. And there's nothing like it. The chemistry, whether you like each other or not, it doesn't matter. But if you're tapped in and you're sharing your gift and you're connected to each other on that level, ooh, Lord.
Ain't nothing like it.
Oh, ain't nothing like it.
Because, I mean, that's what we used to do it back in the day. And I'm talking early days of Motown, where there was the band that was just for the studio. Or they were studio musicians that traveled from studio to studio. And they all knew each other. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you get into the session, the audio engineer, his assistant, her assistant, they would get the mic set, the amp set, pre-sound check, which is why I did what I did. But I mean, it's what happens, folks.
Yeah.
But you get in, and after all the dials are set, the switches are placed, the mics are correct, and the band is cued. There you go.
There you go. Just do your thing.
And everybody gets to plan the arrangement.
Yeah. And
it reminds me of the Brian Culbertson videos that he does. Go check out some of his stuff. He has one. Now the title escapes me, but he has one where it's an in-studio thing, and the band is there, and the sax player is Eric Marienthal. And as you can tell, I listen to a lot of smooth jazz. I like to take pop music and so forth and instrumentalize it like Grover did and everything else. Yeah. And like you said, when the band is locked in, that's when the magic is happening.
It can be. It's like a really beautiful experience. And I know, as the years have gone on, music has been, I don't know, like everybody wants it, but nobody wants to pay for it. It's like, and thank you to the, platforms. We appreciate it. So upside is independents get out there. Downside is independents get out there, it's like, and it's free, so why do I need to leave my house to come and see you? Or why do I need to pay, you to do that? It's digital, things like that. It's like, well, those of us that are actual artists and spend our life doing that, that's how we can spend our life doing that, because we're getting paid on some level. And then, of course, then you end up doing, you're working at Safeway.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, we don't go there right now. One of my friends is a voiceover artist in New York that I went to college with. His name is Kyle. And Kyle and I got into this very same thing. Yeah. And I said to him, in the black community, especially, you always hear from the elders.
Yeah.
There's work at the post office.
There's work at the post office.
I didn't mean to get you like that. But, I mean, that is true. But still, and however, if you're an artist, there's just a passion you can't let go of. You have to do this. I mean, in my case, again, I went to college for this. I went tried to be a performer. That I still practice. I still can gig. Yeah. But I ended up doing what's called professional music. And I have the composition, arranging, performance, and now add music production and engineering chops, so I could go do live audio. Doesn't matter. Awesome. Whatever. I love my craft. I love what I do. Yeah,
that's awesome, Will.
Thanks.
And thanks for following your heart and doing that, because you took that on like, I'm gonna do this is my gift, this is my talent, I'm gonna do this, and now I'm gonna get educated on a deeper level so I can take all these tools and then I can mix them all together and do me, however you want to do that, And I love that. I one of my favorite artists went to Berkeley, and it's Rochelle Farrell. Do you familiar?
Yes.
Oh, yes. My Lord in heaven. That is some unsung hero, like that woman is amazing. And I've seen her live several times, and she's down to earth. She's intelligent. She's creative. She's generous, like nobody's business. And she cares about community and uplifting and engaging community, not just like, I'm beautiful, I'm perfect, I'm just going to sing amazing and goodbye. She's not like that at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just, I went to school with some greats. I could name drop all over the place, but I was there from 84 to 87, got my degree in 3 years. So
nice.
You can just about imagine who sent their kid there or whatever, Hathaway Benson.
Nice.
But anyway, when you were talking about the pay, I'm in union. I'm local 7 out of the OC.
Upside downside.
So I'm doing this in part as well, not just because I love it and I love the podcasting and everything else, but I'm trying to do what little I can to help advocate so we can get more money. They came out with this thing years ago, the Music Modernization Act, because on the streaming services, I think we only get 0.0003. Is it one more zero? 3. Oh, it went up to 3 at the time. Before the act, it was a 1, and I'm like, wait a minute. I've been playing piano for 40 plus years. I'm classically trained. I'm this, I'm that. It takes me X amount of time just to write the song, then another X amount of time to produce it. I do all the things on keyboard, blah, 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 blah.
I'm with you.
And I'm only getting that?
Yeah. I stopped looking after a while, but I got this. Yeah. I got my little check in the mail, and it was like, you've 60,000, listens, and I made like, I don't know, $2 or something.
I know. Pharrell, and this shocked me. And
oh my God.
He did for now the what is it?
Happy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The story goes that I think he might have gotten 2,500 or something for well over 1 million listens, complete through listens, not where you listen to the first 30 seconds and then you go listen to something else.
Yeah.
Complete listens.
Wow.
So I'm trying to advocate. I'm in union, and I know that when I go do gigs, I show them my little card. And if they don't, I just let my union know, okay, I accepted the gig because I'm a professional and the band asked me to. Yeah. And I was hoping that we could get it because I was there to get the scale, whatever. Yeah. But you are right. I don't know why they do it. No matter where in you are, what venue, I'm sorry, it could be the church.
Yeah.
You get underpaid.
Yeah, for sure.
You get underpaid all the time.
Which is crazy, huh?
It is. It's very crazy.
Yeah.
So getting on with the gigs, which we seem to be caught in the temporal loop here.
That's all right.
What's your calendar for 2026 looking like? Any goddess events? What can we look for coming up? And what are you doing now? And
well, and I've as you know, we have to be diverse.
Yes.
Yes. So, unless you want to just get left behind. So what I've done is I've designed and am developing, and I've actually, I'm developing, I'm almost done with it. So, it's a show. It's about 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's called Soul on Fire. And it is a multimedia hybrid experience. So not only am I showing video with music, but I'm also coming out telling stories. I'm singing my songs. And I'm also, what comes up on the screen is beautiful opportunities for people to read questions where they can take out their journals, because they get journals when they come in their gift bag, and they can answer the question for themselves. And I'm really excited about it. I've run the show once, and we've edited, and then it'll be a live performance. But I'm just really delighted because I feel like this is something that's really kind of the next level, and I can bring in someone to represent me. And book this act either with corporations or retreats or wherever, whatever there's interest. And some of the questions, like I love to, I can ask them to pull out their journals, or they can just pull them out, whatever. And the questions like, what would I choose if I fully trusted myself? My next question is, if I already had courage, what action would I take? What story of fear am I willing to release so I can step into my power? So those are the questions that kind of come up on the screen. And so you can sit there and, the music's still going, but they're writing, they're reflecting on their life and what's in it for them. And then, so this, I'm excited because it really bridges transformation, education, it all, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so new. I know how to pull it all together and do a whole show in it. So I'm really excited about it. I've got my first show is March 7th, and that's here in the Bay Area at, a place called Wellness Within. So I'll be there. And then after that, we'll be, I'm looking for representation. So
right. It sounds like an entirely immersive experience there.
It really is.
I think that might be a word you were looking for.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got all excited about it. I'm like,
there you go. I minored in English. So, if I weren't that, then I would be writing or doing something with stories. I have this thing for large vocabulary and multisyllabic words.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't know. Go figure. That's just how this brother rolls. I don't know. Go figure.
I love it, Gene. I love it. You're a genius.
I try. Okay, so we will look for you.
Yeah.
And folks, I will put not only the website information and so forth in the credits, but we'll drop some stuff in on you, websites and things throughout the interview. So don't worry, you will know where to catch the goddess herself. And so since you're doing the immersive and I do IT on the side, let's get into some of the tech and the gear. All right.
No. We're going to have to talk to my tech guy.
Well, okay. If you happen to know, your mic. Mm-hmm. Is there a specific one you like? What's your go-to? If you know the model number, great. If not, the brand will work. Because, the gear helps.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is your talent.
Yeah.
But what mic are you using to help grab that sound of yours?
Yeah. Well, right now I have a wireless. It's a Sennheiser. I don't really know the model, but it's lovely, and it does its job really well. It's wireless.
That's always a good thing. Hey, the earphones?
Yeah.
Sennheiser. Right here.
Yeah. Got to have high quality, man. Yep. I got my Shure here. What is it? This is my professional speaking mic for podcasts.
It sounds good. It sounds very good. Like I said, we've got techies, so that's why we do gigs, gear, and info. So that's why we go there with that. So,
and then when I record, it's the UA87.
All right.
Yeah, and then we have another one too that I use. It just depends on the song and what kind of flavor I want to have with it. So, but that's my tech / mastering mix engineer. You would have a blast talking with him.
All right. I would. There's gentleman that I interviewed, and in the beginning of the show, were a lot of people that I went to high school and college with and such.
Yeah.
And a couple of them were techie heads, and we started rattling off labels and model numbers and this, that, and the other. So, oh yeah, I would definitely have a field day. I see stuff with flashing lights. I'm just like a kid in a candy store.
Oh yeah, you would love his gear. Oh my God, he's got what's the name of it? Oh God, all his gear is like top, like we're talking $20,000 kind of speaker. His stuff is the best.
Right. I mean,
and he knows how to use it too. So it's not like he just got gear.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Sennheiser. I'm very familiar with. I use their earphones quite a bit. They have great sound. That's what I'm using right now. Yeah. I'm a Behringer nut. I love Behringer products. Shure, I'm very familiar with. Grew up with Shure. So yeah, it's like a guitar player. Mm-hmm. Guitarists, vocalists have to have a certain mic for certain songs. Guitarists need certain guitars. Yep. I'm a keyboard player. I like the Korg brand, although I will go on a Yamaha. That's next. I mean, okay, Glenda, I'm going to go a little old school.
Okay.
Miami Vice.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Jan Hammer.
Yeah, okay,
did most of his music.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how in the transition scenes where like Tubbs or Crockett are either walking from the station to the car, or there's some kind of poignant thought going on in somebody's head, and you hear this slow electric piano?
Okay.
That's from a Yamaha DX7.
Okay. Oh, DX7, yeah.
Okay. And
I had a Juno 80.
Oh, yeah. Everybody had, the closest I could get was the Korg DW8000. Yeah. But that electric keyboard, I've got a Yamaha. Nice. I do have that DX7 electric piano sound in detail. That's just like the sound of electric piano sound for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
got you. Yeah, I got you.
I love the old Fender Rhodes. I love the 73s and everything else.
Yeah.
But it's like, that is an iconic sound.
Yeah.
That you just, know it when you hear it. And I thought I heard it in the Cruel Intentions track.
You might have.
I'm like, uh-oh. Because, I mean, that band of yours.
Yeah, that was good.
That band of yours, they just... When I heard that and you did this riff, I think it was Cruel Intention. I think one of the lyrics is On My Own, and you went up and then you just dropped into the basement. I'm like, oh, she got range.
And I have a great vocal coach, too.
There you go. I'm like, oh, Goddess is in the house. Like I said, it's funky, and I was listening to some of the other tracks.
It's one of my faves.
We do have to be versatile. We got to hit all the genres and everything.
Yeah.
So from the mic, I've seen you on a mandolin.
Yeah.
And I know you spend some time with the guitar and the keys. So is there any particular instruments you like more than the other and want to throw on the list? Do you do any on stage? And
mandolin sometimes, but mostly I like just to be freed up and use my my vocal instrument mainly, because that's what I've spent lots of time doing, lots of work on, and so that's where I like to take people with that. It's more of the, I can connect better that way. Otherwise, I'm very here. It's fun to hide behind my mandolin, but you got to focus. If you're not well versed in it, and I don't play enough to be like, I'm just so hot on this. No, I do all that with my vocals. So that's what's key. And right now I'm working with a guy out of Scotland. His name is Fred O'Neill, and he worked with Susan Boyle for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And he's awesome. oh my God, I've had so many breakthroughs. I mean, you have your gift, you have your skill, and then you have to work it. And then you have different goals. Like I have different goals for myself. Well, I want, that mid range where like, oh yeah, you just want to like, sorry, to like blow out your thing. Oh,
no.
So you gotta, how can I do that? Like without, you gotta warm up, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I did warm up today to talk to you.
I can tell. Okay, that's enough for me. That's all I'm going to do. I just imitate. I'd rather do it on the keyboard.
Okay.
I mean, I was playing in a band out here in Southern Cali, and it was a cover band.
Yeah.
And, okay, I like the guys a lot. Known them for years. And I was the only person of color in the band. That's all good. And they asked me if I had any tracks I wanted to do, any songs.
Yeah.
I said, okay. And I brought out old school. I went Isley Brothers.
Okay.
And Jay Giles.
Okay. Okay.
Flamethrower.
Oh.
And I did the lead for both, and I don't know why I can't think of the Isley Brothers jam that we did, but I knew I would cover it okay, but I'm not a vocalist. I'm a keyboard player.
Gotcha.
But, I was able to teach them a little funk. So
okay, good.
There you have it.
Good.
There you have it. But, going to your stuff, if you can remember, what are you using in the studio to bring all of this together? Like your, what we call the DAW. If you're doing it on computer, are you using Logic?
Logic, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Logic.
All right. I'm a Logic head.
Yeah, Logic is, they got great plugins. They, you can add all your separate plugins too, but it's the bomb. And like again, I said, my partner, my music partner, Gene, he does all that stuff. And I pay attention, but I don't, I can't lock it all down for you. Give me a second. I'll run downstairs, take some notes, and I'll come back upstairs. But he records, he runs it through this analog system, and his analog, there's the butter maker, there's the, when he's mastering, what's the Avalon? He's got 2 Avalons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we kind of did a little quick session on that. Yeah, beautiful gear, beautiful equipment. And then he runs it back. So,
right. Yeah, I'm using Logic myself. Pro 11, I think, is the latest update. So for all you Apple heads, check your updates regularly.
Yep.
A new one just dropped a few months ago, so please make sure you got the right versions. And like Glenda said, those are some excellent plugins. They have a mastering assistant. I love it.
Oh, really?
You can just hit the switch, and AI is coming, folks. Use it, or it'll use you.
Totally.
Okay?
It's a great way to put it.
Because, another thing, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but we talk about protecting your work here. Mm-hmm. That's a big topic. I'm a real big fan of copywriting your material.
Mm-hmm. I just copyrighted my new album, Cypress Moon, which is, this next year. That's going to go up for a Grammy, too, this year. I'm going to submit an album.
All right. You go, girl.
I've been doing singles for the last 4 years, so I'm like, I'm going to do an album.
That's it. That's it. Because I'll listen. I'll vote.
Okay. It's wonderful. It's the vibe and the style is it's got that Southern stomp soul vibe to it. So with a little bit of gospel thrown in.
All right. I'm digging it. I'm digging on this. I am having so much fun right now. I'm like a little geeky kid in a candy store.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, I'm doing it with Logic. They've got the great plug-in, and you just click the button, and then it helps get out the tweaks and things that you haven't thought of.
Gotcha, yeah.
And although I do use my ears, and I do listen, and I do my own mastering and everything, it does a pretty decent job. You know? So if you're trying to just get through it real quick, and you got to mass produce something, it's not a bad tool. I mean, we can get into a whole other discussion about the downfalls of AI and how it's not being used properly. But, you know, as the comic books say, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's
Use your superpowers for good, not for evil.
That's right.
You know, use your AI for good, not for evil. Don't use it to do stealing likenesses of somebody. And no.
That's right.
Just do it right. So, I mean, you do a lot to unify folks, to help them see their potential. Some of the things you were discussing earlier with the questions in the gig, when you're out in the live gig, I was like, oh, that's deep. She's going to make me think. I just came here to have a drink and listen to some music. I came here to get drunk. I ain't come here to think. But I love it. I mean, you got people thinking about their future, where their head is at, the headspace and everything, which takes me on to the info.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your Global Change Makers, that initiative.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you take the floor on that and tell us about the work, about how you're helping the environment, social harmony, how you got us all thinking, and you go on ahead and, like your poster behind you, what are some of those transformational ideas?
Yeah. Well, you know, I always say, you know, put your mask on yourself first and then your child. So you really have to, and we're all called to do this now, especially now. Slow down, take a deep breath, think about who you are, what you really want to offer to the world, to the planet, and do that. Stay in that lane. Don't get caught up in the lies and the games and the stuff like that. No, just keep daily, like looking at yourself. How do I feel good? How do I make a contribution? What's there for me? What are my gifts? So those are the kind of things that I start with, like for myself, and share with others. And then, you know, when it comes to my music, when it comes to my book, I have 4 books that I've written. One's called Courage, Find Your Fire and Ignite Action in Your Life. And then Own the Goddess Within and Soul on Fire. And then I've got my show, and, you know, there's all these things that I've done. And I really feel like once you either participate or buy a book or you buy some of my music or whatever, not only are you supporting an entrepreneur, a woman, you know, you are also, I plant trees. So that's one of the things that I do with a company called One Tree Planted. I don't physically go plant them. Somebody asked me that. They go, you go out and plant trees? I'm like, no, I take $1 off of each sale and I send to One Tree Planted, and I can see who buys my stuff. And then I basically, I'm helping you to help us. That sounds weird, right? So you don't have to go try to figure out who to donate to plant trees, because we need those right now. We need some more oxygen on this planet. And, you know, so that's one of the things that I do. Any kind of work that I can do with raising consciousness and uplifting people and having people just be understood, you know, I think that's really a big thing. And for me, we need to get beyond our labels. You know, I live in a utopian mindset, and my goal is to just be you, be yourself, and don't, you know, if anything, if that person looks different or acts different, go, well, that's interesting. why don't you go ask a question? Why don't you go find out who they are? The world is an amazing place. I'm fortunate to have traveled most of my life through music, and I've met the most beautiful people and cultures all over the world. So, we are all one with that.
You're leaving me speechless. I don't even know. But yeah, we do, folks. We got to get it together. We got to do better. Plant some trees. We need more air.
Yep.
I mean,
there's a lot of things we need, but if you can pick something that you like, do it.
There you go. There you go. And speaking about your book, Courage, Find Your Fire.
Yeah.
It's something that helps people be empowered.
Yeah.
And for the listening audience, for all us artists out there, us indies.
Yes.
And remember, we are people who do it ourselves. We don't deal with the machine.
That's right.
We do it ourselves. I mean, the tools are out there. The tech is out there. The record industry is a dying thing anyway. So it's...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, once Napster hit,
I'm
going way back there.
No, but that was the beginning.
Yeah, that was the beginning. That was when it started going down.
Yep. It started leveling the playing field.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, your book, and for us artists, how can we find our fire? Is there a practical way? And what can we do in our own communities that will ignite the flame within us and help us to improve our communities? Because our communities, we need help. So we do. I think that was a really great question, actually, because really what it is, again, I always go back to foundational stuff. Know who you are. Like, really dig into that. Get through your own. I think once we can really have breakthroughs in areas in our life that don't serve us, therefore does not serve others, then we can stand on a stronger, more clear platform. Then once that happens, then you can go, you know what, I'm really passionate about oceans, or I'm really passionate about children, or I'm really passionate about something, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And then just go to that community and say, hi, I want to help out. I don't know how to do this, but I really believe in this, or I really want to help. And that's all you got to do, even if it's, Meal on Wheels. I did that forever. I loved it, and you get to meet the most amazing people, and once that happens, the fear goes away, and so does the bullshit. There you go. It all goes away. Yep. All you have to do is just step out there.
Yeah.
Get out of your own comfort zone. Get out of your way. Step out there. And you'll be surprised what actually happens and what takes place. Ms. Glenda, I am digging this conversation. I'm digging your music. When I get the chance, I'm going to go see one of your shows. And I would encourage you guys to do so. And like I said, the information will be in the notes, in the show notes.
Glenda
and
Music.
So forth.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, like she just said, glendamusic.com.
That's it. Easy.
Look over her left shoulder on the bottom of the banner there. It says so right there. Go hit it up. And again, thank you so much for this opportunity. And I always close out every interview with this one question, because at the end of the day, most of us are musicians, but we're all artists. And when we're not listening to our stuff, I always ask, what's in your car? So what do you listen to when you're out and about? I've had people listen to only news. Some people listen to the pure silence. But what does the goddess listen to when you're out and about doing your day-to-day?
The one and only God, and his name is Prince.
You would go there. I guess you don't know. I'm like the biggest Prince head ever.
Me too. I love him so much. I'm so sad he left.
I know.
His flame burned bright, though.
Okay. Everybody knows 17 instruments, more than that, and produced, recorded, and everything. Okay.
Controversy.
All right. Favorite Prince song?
Controversy.
Oh, you just
There's so many. There's so many. Like, I mean, every song has its, connection to like that moment, that time. It was like, the Love Sexy, like Controversy. What's the other? Just not coming to my head right now. But Diamonds and Pearls. I mean, just it goes on. And here's the beautiful thing, Will. Mm-hmm. Last year for Grammys, there was a private party, and they were honoring Prince. So I got to meet Jerome from The Time and Mr. Johnson. Oh my God. I felt like it's really embarrassing because it was probably like only about 500 people. It was really an intimate thing. Yeah. And I saw him and I go, oh my God. And I became 13. Like I was just like, I was trying to keep it all inside.
Well,
Don't scream.
I did the same thing. I've been married since 2013, and my wife and I have known each other since we were teens.
Yeah.
Went to high school together. And when we got married, we just kept it simple, went down to Vegas, the whole 9 yards. And Prince was playing. And she gifted the concert to me for us to go. So I got to see him finally before he left us.
Wow.
It wasn't the Revolution, obviously.
Right.
That would be, I think the band was the Third Eye Blind Band.
Oh, okay.
The all-girl band he had.
Okay.
So he did songs from that time. He didn't do any of the old stuff.
Right.
I wanted to hear... Dude, could you just do Erotic City or something?
Right.
I mean, anything. I don't care if it's Corvette.
Yeah, all of it.
Any of it. I don't get. You can do Purple Rain. I don't get it. No, but he just did something like, okay, I get it. I know why he did it, but he still was the man.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, when I'm doing research or whatever, IT work, one of my favorite albums is actually Jesse Johnson, Shockadelica.
Oh wow, I have not heard it.
I think Shockadelica is the one where he was with Sly Stone. That one, crazy.
Gotcha.
Crazy for you. Crazy for you all the time. Go check that out. Yeah. There's a song on that album, Shockadelica, that he does. One of my favorites is called Baby Let's Kiss.
Aww.
Real simple song. It's funky.
Yeah.
And I was heartbroken when Jelly Bean died.
Yeah. That just tore me apart. Goodness. Yeah. We're just losing the greats.
We are. We're losing the greats. I mean,
the greats.
But, you and I could go on another
hours.
Just Prince
I know.
material and what he's meant to the industry.
It's so true. And nobody really talked about this. And the only reason I found out was, what's his name? He's a politician. He's really good, close friends with Prince. Can't think of his name. Anyway, he was sharing. He's like, Prince used to donate monies to communities. Okay, like like we're paying people's electric bill here. You know what I mean? Like he would do all that stuff and nobody knew. Like he just didn't, you know, he was such a good person. And I've seen some of his interviews and he's deep, like he was a deep brother, you know, and I'm really sorry that he was, you know, the love of his craft kept him jumping off those pianos at, you know, with that hip, you know, and, you know, and as you get older, those injuries, you know, you gotta, like when they say stop jumping, you know, you kind of need to stop, you know, but he's like, no. And so next thing you know, you're being medicated and then you're addicted, you know, and everybody that I knew that knew him said, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing. Yeah. Like you could not do that. Like that, and it was a drug-free everything zone with him, and he would not put up with it. So I think it was a slippery, sneaky slope, you know, for him. You're in pain. You got to do a show. What are you going to do, right? Yeah. The doctor said to take that, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that pain. Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, because I mean, the man was talented. He could sing, dance,
everything, amazing.
You know, I mean, I've seen all 3 of the movies.
Me too.
You know, Purple Rain is still at the top of the list for me.
Of course.
You know?
It's...
but it was funky when... What was the last one? I know the album is...
Under the Cherry Moon.
Under the Cherry Moon, yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, Cherry Moon was him and Jerome, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Afterwards...
I'll have to review.
Around the World in a Day. What was that? I can picture it and everything. The very last movie. I don't know why I'm blanking on the title, but he closed out the loop for the Purple Rain, and that album just had everybody on it. Tevin Campbell, Mavis Staples, and everybody was just like,
yeah,
that was just
on that album.
That album was, you know, Raspberry Beret,
yeah,
all of that stuff. It was just like I said, we could go on and on, just an hour on Prince and our favorite material.
I know,
and what inspires us. I was blessed and fortunate enough. And I'm going to NAMM again this year.
Okay, good.
How many years ago was it? I forget. Like 2020, somewhere around there. But I was lucky enough to meet Terry Lewis.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So that was a cool experience at that one. So I was just like, you know, it's good. It's all good. So now that we know what you listen to, I will be checking you out, knowing that there's a Prince vibe. Because, I mean, one of the things that gets me about him, and I am inspired by him when I do my own music, are the time horn stabs.
Totally.
I'm going to send you a track of something I did, and it was totally inspired. It's called If You Don't Like the Beat. It's an original.
Ooh, I love it.
It's all instrumental, so the horn stabs are in there.
Nice.
I loved it when I heard the time do it on... okay. I'm in that range where we would call ourselves the bus stop kids. Okay, so we got bused. I went to Pally, the school that almost got burned down, and would pick us up from Crenshaw area and bus us all the way out to the beach, to the Palisades and everything.
Okay.
But in junior high, there was when Prince first came out with The Time, Morris and the Boys, right?
Yeah.
And the first song was Get It Up.
Yeah.
Well, when I first heard that, and then the first time I heard the long version, and I heard the synths do, I was like, I didn't know you could do that with a synth. And here I am listening to all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Not realizing that a lot of it was synth oriented, you know, your Moogs and all the other stuff. And I'm like, I know what I want to do with the rest of my life.
Right. Right.
So it inspires me greatly.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got to do better, folks.
We got to do better.
We got to do better.
We got to do it together.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the goddess, Glenda Benevides. And Ms. Glenda, I have had a wonderful time talking with you. And if you have any parting words you'd like to put out there for us, make sure you guys check her out at Glenda Music. I'll leave it for you to just take us on home.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Will. I really appreciate you. And everyone out there, I think, just really look within and learn to really love yourself from a really higher place and share that with others and look at each other like we're part of the same tribe, same team, and that's that's the best place to stand.
All righty. All right. Exactly, folks. Exactly. And again, that's going to do it for this episode of Music Outlook LA, Gigs, Gear, and Info. And again, thank you, Ms. Glenda Benevides, a.k.a. The Goddess. So check out the show notes for her website information, which I will put in the notes. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the show. We are listed on Spreaker, SPREAKER.com, and the video channel YouTube. Those links will also be in the notes of the show. And you'll be able to catch it just about anywhere you get your podcasts. We're on Apple, Google Play, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio. There's a small little app called TuneIn, where I actually listen to old-time radio classics. And there's a podcast search engine called Listen Notes. So if you can't find Music Outlook LA, go there and you'll be able to pull it up, and take the time to go to podchaser.com and give us a rating. That's Glenda Benevides. I'm Will Kimsey, a.k.a. WK Music. She's a.k.a. The Goddess. Peace. This podcast is both brought to you and produced by Kimsey Entertainment, LLC. Music Outlook LA is a copyrighted broadcast of Kimsey Entertainment, LLC. The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Will Kimsey or Kimsey Entertainment, LLC. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or any other use of this product without the express written consent of Kimsey Entertainment, LLC is strictly prohibited.